guys, Mikey Warren back again from the Academy of Martial Studies. Brought to you my friends with me, Felix and Connor. They'll introduce themselves here in a second. And of course, we're down in our new facility at Range 37. So you're going to hear a lot of gunshots, possibly some explosions, maybe some screaming and ambulances in the background. But that's okay, we're just training as always. You'll notice today, I'm not wearing my usual third-degree black belt. In fact, I got my senior purple on. Because today we're going to do some Russian Sambo and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and this is what my rank is with those arts. We've got what are called chained or flow drills. So we're going to show you a couple submissions and position changes that are going to help improve your game. We're going to go from one position, attempted submission, an escape, a counter, and we're going to break it down real easy with some of my guys here. So I'm going to let everyone introduce themselves so you can find out a little bit about who's with us today. So we'll start with Connor.
What's going on, guys? I'm Connor Wren. I'm a blue belt at Team Rock and also the Academy. I've known Mikey for about 5 years. I've done Russian Sambo, Kung Fu, everything you see on the banner and much more. So it's going to be a good time. Thank you.
Hey guys, my name is Felix. I don't have much experience. I only have like 5 days. I've known Sergeant Warren for a little bit now, a little bit over a year. He's taught me some pretty cool stuff. I'm hoping to learn a lot more. I'm not very familiar with anything, but I'm getting there. So.
All right, guys, so what we're getting down to is we got some senior experience, some guys have been at it for several years, guys like myself who have been at it for over 14 years, and people that have been here for about a week. Now, Felix, he does really good work at the unit. He's one of those psyoper guys, so be careful. He'll get inside your head and start making you think things like a Jedi. But he is a level 1 Modern Army Combatants instructor, which means he had the 5-day course he went through about a year ago. So this is his first day back into the training since that program. So we're going to see what he retained and how to actually improve based upon the simple techniques that are taught in that base system. So the position that we're going to start with today is our opponent in our closed guard. And what we're going to do is capitalize on the hands that are going to get knocked down to the mat into a Kimura. We're going to learn how to escape the person's guard with a simple push pass and a shoulder roll to escape the Kimura and counter with what's called a north-south choke. And that position right there is going to begin that particular chain. And we're going to break it down at 1 or 2 more after that later. So let's get into our positions and see this at full speed. All right, guys. So we have Felix down here. He's full guard on old Iron Fist on Connor. And what Connor's going to do is he's going to be a good bad guy. And he's going to help set up this chain. So we're going to show you how we're going to go from a good base position that Connor has here. So Felix can attack his arm in this Kimura. And once this Kimura attack starts, Connor's going to turn it around by passing and escaping his guard and transitioning to a north-south choke of his own. Let's see what happens. All right, gentlemen, whenever you're ready. Outstanding, guys. Now, we're going to see that once more and break down the points of what just happened. You guys go ahead and take your positions again. All right, so first thing that Connor's doing right here, he's got his hands on Felix's hips. He's trying to hold him still. Anytime the hands go to the mat, it's asking to get your arms broken. So Felix is going to kind of ask him to break his arms by pulling his hands apart. And now at the same time Felix scoops those hands apart, he's going to squeeze his knees together and pull Connor into him. That way they come together at the same time, and it reduces the chance that Connor can just rip his arm up and avoid the entire attack altogether. Go ahead. So he's going to scoop the hands apart, pull them into him. So these knees pull them up. Now this hand that's going to reach over the shoulder and under his elbow is going to scrape right in front of Connor's face. At this point, what Felix is going to do before he even starts the lock is he's going to clamp his elbows in down real tight to tighten up this position. As soon as Connor starts to feel his arm being compromised, his hand's going to push this far knee as he steps over. He's going to bring his hips straight up, scrape the back leg off, and he's going to roll to take the pressure off the arm. Turning to his stomach, that arm's going to reach around under the neck with the thumb up and pinky on the mat. And he's just going to simply keep his feet wide so he can't be rolled, and he's going to scoot away from Felix. And as he scoots, it tightens his choke, just like a snake. And when he's got it good and sufficiently tight, a quick tap, and the position's released. It's a real simple chain, and it's a lot of fun, and it gives you a lot of good foundations that you normally won't see. The key things to this, though, are pulling the hands apart and bringing your opponent into you and keeping everything in nice and tight. So let's see it once more at full speed. Shall we, gentlemen?
Sure.
Okay, let's turn a little bit more here. All right, just want to make sure everyone can see where this little scoop is coming from. All right, whenever you guys are ready. All right, that's our first drill for today, and we're going to break down a couple more here shortly. Stay tuned. Guys, I want to show this key point again on how I'm trapping this arm in. I'm going to attack his left arm here in this instance. He's got a good base and posture. If I just simply swatted his arms out, he's going to pull them right back. It's common sense. So, to minimize his chances of escape, as soon as my hands hook, my knees are going to pull him into me. Now his hands are falling much deeper into my guard, and my elbows are in nice and tight. So this arm traps in close to my hip and allows me to reach over his arm. Now I push everything down, achieve my lock, and I'm able to use my body for the submission. Just go ahead and continue your escape from here. Push my leg down. Step over, hips up. Start your roll. Transition over. All right, guys, we're back. Next chain. Now, Felix here, he's sneaky. I told you, he already siled my brain. Bam, he's got me with the rear mount. We know he's purposely making a mistake by crossing his feet. And we're doing that so you learn to look for it, to capitalize on it, and we're going to chain leg locks out of this. But the worst fate I could possibly meet right here is being choked out. So Felix is going to sink in a rear naked choke. When he does, I'm going to take one chance that I got to get out of this really quickly as he starts to sink it in. So as that elbow comes under, hand comes behind, I'm going to pull his arm down. This arm is going to brace it, C grip, swim inside, clamp down, reach up. Once the arm goes down, C grip with the other hand, swim inside, clamp down. Here on Gracie breaks this down on one of the Gracie breakdowns. So there's lots of videos on this. But what we're looking at now is this foot's on top. Because that foot is on top and his feet are crossed, I can break his leg with my leg. So I use the same side that he has on top to attack him, because that thigh up here is going to be higher up. So I got more room to bring my foot over top of his and put weight down. This will break the shin. But we're not going to let him get off that easily. So now that we got this here, here's our next chain. My hand's going to reach over top of his foot. Using the elbow, I'm going to drive right here into his tibia. I'm going to pull up and push my elbow down. So he's not going to like that. He's probably going to roll. So I'm like, haha, I can still do it on my side. And so he kicks his foot free. He's like, fine. He's getting out from under my knee. So I switch hands, switch my knee, push, and pull. Now he's getting annoyed. So he's going to sweep under my arm here and pull my arm up. He's like, aha! I'm not letting him get away that easily. So I sweep over, pull my legs up, and now I'm using my thigh, reaching over his foot, and cranking again. So, escape, same foot on top. Then we're going to pull 1, using my knee, using my hand. 2, he pulls free, step over. 4, pulls my arm up, so I scoop it up with my own leg, pull it in. 5. It's a lot of fun. Let's see that once more at full speed. Go ahead, Felix, please. Oh no, what will I ever do? It's a fun one, and you'll definitely get your buddy's attention. The key point of this is to come right behind the back half of this tibia bone with your ulnar ridge or your knee and try to really push the bone out while pulling the foot up. Practice it on your own. I think you'll like it. Aggression. Not too much stalling. Don't be afraid to take a risk when free rolling, because that's how we learn and experiment. look like there's some action stuff. Hey guys, here I am in Connor's guard again. It happens. But I'm going to show you one more secret technique of the day. I think you'll like this, straight out of the Sambo books. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a knee up here, split, break his feet apart. Bring my knee up, stop him from moving in. Now if you notice, my leg's under his thigh, this other leg has his thigh. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this hand, once I pull my hand free, down to his foot. C-grip for the moment here, and I'm going to take this other hand, keeping his hip down, and I'm going to roll towards you, and I'm going to land in a nice ankle lock. Check this out. Using my body to trap his legs, have my foot trapped, knees together, foot over top of his toes, and all I'm going to do is point his toes towards his anus. Play with that one too.
Yeah.